It was such an upsetting thing when you were trying to do something good and then it turned so ugly so quickly. I called them, said to her, I'm really interested in one of the puppies that you showed in your video. So she said, well, we're on our way up to Bakersfield. It's $4,500 to get them out. We've been raised $2,500. We need another $2,000. I said, I'll give you the $2,000 if you can let me have that one dog that I saw in the picture. We went to Wagmor. We saw them all being offloaded.
You saw them offloading from the truck into the facility?
Absolutely. There was one dog that died in our presence. He was so sick. He was throwing up blood and he died. He died right there in front of us. Had he not been sick that moment, she would have fostered it out and it would have ended up dead on someone's hands.
Possibly infecting their own pets with...
Correct. And I went in. The little one that I liked, he's already been fostered out to someone else. Okay. But I just gave you $2,000. Not that that should push me into the front of the line, but I did want that dog. She's like, no, that's not how it works. And I waited, saw all the foster people come in and they had no idea what dog they were getting. They had no idea. So they could have given me that dog. All the little puppies are gone. One little dog left. And I said, well, what's going on with this one? And she's like, oh, no one wants to foster her. She's just going to have to go in the back. When Max and I went into the back of Wagmor, it was chaos back there. It was horrendous conditions. There was probably about 50 to 54 dogs that looked very distressed. Everything about it just didn't feel right. When I came back out, I sat there, and little Olive, who is the dog I took now, was the only one left. And that's when I was like, okay, I got to get this dog out of here because she's going to end up back there. Brought her home. So I said, okay, let me start the adoption papers. And I see that they wanted another $850. And I said, Valentina, I said, I gave $2,000. And she said, well, you can write that off. You know, that's a charity write-off. So you can just write that off. But we charge $850 for any adoption. It was very perplexed. And I'm like, well, this is crazy. So the next day she harassed me again with another text. Are you going to adopt? What is going on here? This does not seem right. But I have to ask, $850 to adopt? You're supposed to be rescuing them and giving them a good home. You shouldn't be making any money off of them. Then finally, Melissa, the owner, she called me. She said, well, we just need something for the books. What do you mean for the books? She said, well, we just have to have something for the adoption fee. So I finally go, okay, I'll give you $200. Immediately, I then got an invoice for $200 for room and board. Room and board? It doesn't even say adoption of the dog. It says room and board. It's a complete racket. She's running a business and not a rescue.